Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one of the posts that I saw in social media and somewhat relevant to what we do when it comes to personal finance and everything that comes with it. So the question goes, would you invest in another property while still paying off your mortgage? Now, for some people, doing that way, it might be a good idea. I guess the thought process is you pay off your mortgage at the same time pay off your investment property. So you're having both mortgages to deal with. In theory, it looks okay. Or if not, you buy a property that have, I guess, positive cash flow or positive lead. So that way it's actually going to offset or paying off your mortgage at the same time. So not only the property paying the rental that comes with the property, paying off the physical mortgage of the property, and have a surplus income to pay off your principal place of home. That would be on an ideal world. And realistically, what we found coming from our own personal experience, that didn't work. Because there's a lot of variables that comes with it. Number one, there would be a time where, let's say, there's no tenant, where your occupancy there. We had a property that was, I guess, settled in October, November, somewhere around there. However, November, December, and January, what we found is that's a quiet area, and rental turnover is sort of a bit low. Now, this particular property that I'm talking about is located in a blue collar location or so. Most of the blue collar or factory type of environment, some of them actually close between, let's say, in December and January area, as businesses start to dive down, let's say, due to Christmas break, Christmas and New Year's break. Now, we didn't have any tenant until for about 2 months, until like in January or something like that. So within this time, there was a little bit of stress level that comes with us. I have to pay off our personal expenses as well as that paying off the mortgage because there's no tenant. Because of that, it gives a lot of pressure with our cash flow. So we ended up dropping the price in order for us to get somebody at the door. So in theory, great that both, let's say, principal place of home as well as your investment property grows up in value. In theory, it's great that if there's a tenant in there paying off the mortgage of of your investment property, as well, if you can, recoup some cost to cover off the cost of your principal place of home. And then in theory, you have 100% occupancy, and if the interest goes up, your tenant your tenant rental, it will also goes up. In theory, they will take care of the property at 100%, and there's no problem in the property. What else? And they don't break anything inside. There's no maintenance involved. They're going to take care of that maintenance. So theoretically, it looks good. And then in paper as well, your value of the property, let's assume you buy them at, say, $500,000, and then say 12 months, 2 years, whatever down the track, 10 years down the track, let's say it goes up in value to about $700,000, $800,000. That's great. That's in theory. In practical, you're bound to have a lot of issues and problems that comes with property investing. There's a lot of risk involved. Yes, one of them will be leveraging with your principal, I guess your equity, your principal place of home, leveraging using debt to buy another property, let's say, and then recycle that debt to buy another one if it goes up in value, and then recycle it again to buy another one and another one. So overall, you keep on having to juggling one after another. And at a certain point, when you have a lot of those, I think we're capped roughly about 10 properties or so, somewhere around there. And what I found is the stress level that comes with it. This month, this problem happened in property A, and then next month, property B, C, D, E, F, and the whole entire lot just going around. You thought that you had a great cash flow on this one, but it turned out to be it needs to repair on a different property, and you keep on have to topping up between one or the other, or if not, keep on juggling or so. So that comes from my personal experience of trying to invest in property as well as paying off our mortgage. So because of all of those things happen, yes, when we sold our property, we did have a profit on it. However, with the amount of stress, with the amount of pressure that owning a property, I find that that particular stress level is not for me. So, and sometimes we at one stage got up to the stage where I was a bit, I guess, in a sense, mortgage stress, where I have all of these payments that I need to make a juggling, wait until the end of the day or the end of the month. Hopefully that I can get the cash flow somewhere else. And that's not fun. It's not fun. And when you have to keep on juggling between one to another. Whereas now switch that around, instead of investing on a property or purchasing investment property, we buy ETF on the property side. We buy ETF, so that way there is no headache when it comes to the property. We just looked at the cash flow on the property. At the end of the day, we wanted the cash flow, not the capital growth. In the beginning, yes, I do want the capital growth, but I found that when you're trying to get the capital growth only, and it would be hurting you in terms of the cash flow. So for us, we'd rather have the cash flow, and we invested on different type of property, and then realizing property might be not the way, because it is a little bit slower compared to businesses, compared to owning the best businesses in the world. So we found that we don't really invest a lot in the property side. But yeah, overall, would definitely pay off the property prior investing on investment property. Like, pay off your mortgage first once you've got that down pat, because you don't want to have additional stress level that comes with owning a property. That's just my 2 cents, coming from my own personal experience. I mean, if you like this type of content, guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I will see you on the next video.